Buenos días y bienvenidos, mis amigos. Welcome to another morning tea with Marlo. This is the morning tea. Get you some water, get you whatever you need to. I want to talk about the message on the tea bag. The world needs your unique gifts. Don't leave them with them inside, still inside you. God, Jesus, that was hard to read. It may be hard to understand, like I feel like you do know that you're gifted, but I feel like it may be hard to understand what you're like gifted, like how to convey that into the world. And I feel like that might like hold you back, like you don't really necessarily understand, like nobody necessarily really understands how their gifts, or what their gifts are, or how they help people within the world. You can't necessarily say how you would, like, how your gifts are gonna help the world, but a lot of people don't realize, like, doing everyday things and just doing like what they think and saying what they feel they should say is giving those spiritual gifts to the world, is sharing your gifts. I was at work the other day and I was like making waffles or whatever. Making fucking waffles. And it was like I was just like getting all of these like messages like about myself and my situation, and I was like it connected to this message in a way. I was like, wow, like if somebody, it's like, like people who sing while they cook, like if they were to share those songs, share those thoughts, like if they were to record themselves while they're doing those things, like so many people would benefit from it, like because they're getting downloads. Do you get what I mean? Like people get downloads in different ways and they don't even realize it. It could be a person cleaning shoes, it could be like, and like that's exactly why you should never look down on people for who they are or what they do. Well, I mean, like, if a person is a bad person, like, but don't look down on nobody, because I'm sure you have your faults as well, just as like I have my faults. Everybody has their own faults, and yeah. I hope you get what I'm trying to say though, because also I kept on hearing the song Coffee by B.O.D. Be Bad Doobie. And I'll make a cup of coffee with the right amount of sugar, how you like it. Yeah, I'll make a cup of coffee with the right amount of sugar, how you like it. Something about that lyric. Maybe like you do something, like maybe you give, I don't know, like somebody could like work at a coffee shop or something, and like you made someone's coffee perfect and it just made their whole day. Like don't overthink. Like sometimes, like especially if you're a spiritual person and like you have to like work like I'm hearing mundane job. And you have to like work like a fucking job, like to support yourself. Like don't think that you're not doing your spiritual duties, because through that job your spiritualness is going to show. Through that job your spiritual gifts are going to help people. Like yeah. Yeah. And I'll make a cup of coffee with the right amount of sugar, how you like it. I want to pull these flower petal cards. Also, it was just Mother's Day, and if you don't have a mother to celebrate with, I just want to say I am so proud of you, and you're doing amazing. And you are so deserving, and you are so worthy. You are so beautiful, handsome, whatever you go by. You deserve the world. You truly do. Oh my God. Tulip came out. It says, you are worth what it is you desire. Literally, you are so deserving. What you desire, you are so worthy of. And I feel like this message is like tying into that. Like, don't, like, if you have, like, I'm really getting that someone here like desires to be like some type of like spiritual, like a healer or shaman or whatever you want to do. Find it in the mundane things. Find yourself doing those things in the mundane things, because the more you find yourself providing that spiritual guidance in the simplest ways for people, like, let's say, you know, maybe you do work at a coffee shop or whatever you do. Like, I'm really getting that whoever's watching this is like wants to be some type of spiritual practitioner. It's like, oh, I'm gonna make the best like I'm gonna make coffee that's gonna help people along their day today. I'm gonna make this coffee for this person that looks really tired, and they're gonna feel so energized after this. I am, you know, and it's like, it can get so stressful, it can get so hard that we forget why we are even working that job in the first place. Like, this past weekend with Mother's Day was just crazy. It was hectic. There was so many customers, and I remember I was like so tired, and I had to just keep on reminding myself I had to keep on reminding myself, like, I'm so thankful for this work. I'm so thankful for this work. I'm so thankful for all these people. I'm so thankful for this long ass line, because you know what? That means more money. That means more tips. That means, you know, like, and that's exactly what I'm looking for by putting myself in that place. So I'm not going to sit here and complain about what I'm looking for. And yeah, I just had to keep on reminding myself that. And it can get so easy to, you know, be unthankful for the things that we specifically went looking for because of how stressful it can get. So it's like, yeah, just find ways to overcome the hardships by finding what you actually want in the things that you're doing. So yeah, I really hope that makes sense. I pray it makes sense. I pray this is reaching whoever it needs to reach. I saw you, card. I saw you. Tomorrow brings the illumination of your hopes. Yes. Yes, because yes, the hard work you do today will bring blessings tomorrow. Practice courage each day. The sun shines brighter when you are here. Your intentions and heart deserve to be known. Do not fear or doubt the new paths ahead. Like, literally, like, And I feel like also as well, like, you know, if you are a spiritual person, it can be hard to like voice that to people around you, or voice that like, or just to even have that identity, because, you know, spiritual things can be just so taboo. It can be looked down upon. It can be like, oh, you're evil, blah 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 blah. You know you're not evil. You know you have no evil intentions. Your intentions and heart deserve to be known. So it's like, you know you're not evil, and you know you have good intentions of helping others. So let that be known. Like, you know what I'm saying? And like this is some truth for me too, because like it can be so like, whenever I go to work, I feel like I'm not like true, like I don't put on who I really am, because I'm at work, you know. I'm worried about working. I'm not worried about talking about fucking spirituality or all the shit I've been through, or, you know, how there's a fucking, you know, the moon is there and it's a new moon or whatever. Like, spiritual coworkers are the best, by the way. Anyways, you don't really talk to customers about that. So it's like you have this persona of someone that is, you know, not into that, because you're serving customers. And that can be even more draining, because you're not being who you are, and you're trying to please these people by being mundane, I'm hearing. So it's like, don't be afraid to brighten others' day in a way that you would brighten your spiritual friend's day. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, if there's something going on with the fucking moon or astrology, let a customer know about it. If like do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know how to explain it, but I feel like if whoever's listening, whoever's watching this, works in some type of like food service or some type of like service industry, you will understand. You will understand what I mean. Like, I don't know, pray for it to be shown to you. Pray for the opportunities of shining your spiritual gifts in these ways, because it's the perfect practice. I literally just got that. It's like the perfect practice, because you're seeing so many people, and sometimes the most life-changing moments are the smallest moments with a person like you only see for a second. You like, yeah. And of course you can't like just be dropping this spiritual knowledge on everybody, especially when it's busy, but you'll find something. You'll find a way. You are going to find some type of opportunities to shine who you are into the world. Like, if you feel like telling a, like, it doesn't necessarily have to be like, oh yeah, I'm into spirituality or whatever. Like, if you feel like telling a person, if you just see a person and you're like, oh yeah, what do you want, blah blah blah, let me take your order, and they look like, I don't know, you just look at them and you feel like you got to tell them like God loves you, or I don't know, like your day's gonna, I don't know, like something, like you just feel like you need to tell this person something. Say that, because that might change that person's whole life and you don't even know it. Butterfly effect. You are truly beautiful on the inside and the outside. It could even be like, oh, you look beautiful today. Like, you know, it's like those things where sometimes people don't feel beautiful. Like sometimes people forget to tell others that they're beautiful because they feel like they already know. If you feel like complimenting someone on their hair, on their clothes, they look beautiful today, like you know, it was Mother's Day yesterday, and there I saw a lot of people who were by themselves just getting, because I work at an ice cream shop, just getting ice cream. And it was like, I'm sure there was a lot of people that were going and getting ice cream to help cheer themselves up, or were mourning the death of a mother, or were trying to cheer themselves up about the fact that they don't have a mother, or, you know, just whatever it may be. People are going through shit, and we're never gonna know the full story. We're never gonna know the full story of what people are going through because there's so many of us, and there's so many times we have short interactions. You never know what you're gonna say and how it's gonna affect a person's day. Believe and trust in happiness. And that is the key. Believe that happiness is everywhere you go. Believe that happiness is at your job. Believe that happiness is interacting with the customers, because the more you believe that it's stressful to interact with customers, the more you're gonna attract stressful customers to interact with. But the more you believe that you're helping people because you are spiritual and you do have spiritual gifts, and no matter what you do, you're always going to be spreading your beautiful light, the more you're going to attract people who will find guidance from the small things you say to them, who will, you know, the coffee you make them, or the ice cream you make them, or the fucking, I don't even fucking know. Whatever you make them, it's going to attract happiness into their life. Oh, I'm helping this person. This is gonna bring so much happiness into this person's life. I feel like we forget because it doesn't look like what we want it to look like. But everything we want to do is here already with us. And I know everybody doesn't believe in the same thing, which is why it's easier to say, you know, God loves you than the spirits are saying. The spirits, Oh my God. That is the message for today. Good morning, and, or should I say grand rising? I don't know. I saw something that was like, good rising was like hieroglyphic talk for like one of the Egyptian gods for like morning wood or whatever. I was like, damn, that actually makes a lot of sense. Boss, I think it is true. Mourning, to mourn, like it means, it's the same connotation. So it's like, I don't know, I don't know, because in Spanish it's like buenos dias, good morning, pero it's I'm pretty sure mourn. I don't know. And it honestly, sometimes we can think we know so much, and at the same time we don't. Which I also feel like ties into this message. Like we can, like for example, I'm feeling called to say this. Okay, whoever's watching this will enjoy this. Like capitalism, I'm always like, you know, fucking capitalism. Capitalism has ruined everything, but has it really? Because we don't know what the divine plan with capitalism is. We don't know what is going to happen. We don't know what the reason for this is, and I believe everything happens for a reason. I believe everything happens exactly the way it should. So for example, like with tarot, like I'm able to sit here and give you a reading because of the internet, because of capitalism, because of people who have done this, like who have created fucking phones and created the internet and, you know, created this system of fucking capitalism. Fucking capitalism. But do I also recognize that capitalism has caused a lot of pollution and things within our environment? Yes. But do I also believe that the universe is going to make sure everything's taken care of as it should be? Yes. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't think things are necessarily good or bad, because there's always that gray area. Yeah. Evil can think that it's winning, but was it ever really winning if the divine knew in the end evil would fall? And that's on period. Period. Poo. All right. Adios, amigos. Have an amazing morning, day, night, year, whatever. Goodbye.